alongside and moored properly. Vessels carrying hazardous cargoes in bulk, including gas, chemicals and oil, require special handling procedures and equipment. Particular attention has to be paid to stability, trim and stress monitoring. Pollution control checks covering the environment within the vessel as well as the surrounding area are especially important. Do the loading and discharge procedures contain proper provision for safety and pollution control, stability and hull stress? Are those procedures being followed?
John, can you show the procedures applicable to the cargo discharge in this particular port?
Yes. These are the company's landing instructions, which give the responsibility for all officers involved in the discharge, and also give the requirements and the company's expectations for the discharge.
Okay. I'd just like you to talk me through the cargo discharge sequence here. We start the complete discharge instructions in cargo logbook. Can you just show that cargo logbook first?
This is the rough cargo logbook, which I fill in before the discharge. It has all the instructions for my junior officers, showing the tank layout and where the various cargoes are, and also the instructions for the discharge, including all the valve numbers on deck.
And this is your signature?
And that's my signature down the bottom, yes.
John, can you further explain to me the label manifold cargo drains?
Yes. Just before arrival on the berth, I would put out on the various manifolds the product boards which tell the shore sign which manifold I want to use for discharge of the individual drains.
Now I'd like to just turn to the ship shore safety checklist that you just described, the front in and where it is.
We have two safety checklists we fill in. One from the shore, which is a piece of paper, and one which we keep on board on the bulkhead behind you. We carry two MSA 40s, which are explosimeters. They measure the lower explosive limits of gas concentrations in a given area. We have an oxygen analyzer for obviously measuring the percentage of oxygen within the given atmosphere. We have Drager tubes, which again measure the percentage of explosive or noxious gases on board. We also have an Exodox 60, which is a device which measures both oxygen and the lower explosive limit of an explosive atmosphere. We calibrate it once a year. We put it ashore to an accredited shore testing station. And they calibrate it, test it, and refit any points which are necessary to be done. And we are issued a certificate once a year like that.
And you can show those certificates?
We can certainly show you those certificates. Certainly. We also, within the year, our safety maintenance officer will maintain and check and test using our own equipment all the various pieces of gear on board.
And do you have instruction books that details?
Yes, all the instruction manuals given by the makers are on board the ship for personnel to refer to.
Okay, thanks. John, can you explain the procedure for entering enclosed spaces, such as a cargo tank, after cleaning?
Most important is checking using the gas detection and oxygen detection equipment. We would then issue a permit to entry form, and ventilation will be carried out throughout. We would then make an entry and have men who can pass by on the top of the tank with the rest of the equipment.
Have you got a completed permit to work?
Yes, we have several here.
Passenger ships have a complete tier of staff with safety-critical jobs, responsible for looking after the passengers in an emergency. Do they have a good command of the language? Are they aware of their responsibilities and the emergency procedures?
No. Can you explain to me your duties in the event of an emergency occurring on board with regard to what you assist passengers?
I had the 7 short and 1 long, and then I just come to my cabin, all my cabins, my sections, and then to look at the passengers and tell them to do their.
By observing the vessel at work and by talking to members of the crew during a short tour, the auditor can gather information which will form the basis of more detailed questions on the ship's management system and its operational requirements. These questions will be put to selected members of the ship's staff during a series of interviews. Those who should be interviewed will include the master, representatives of the deck department, including the chief officer, representatives of the engineering department, including the chief engineer, and any appropriate specialized personnel. The purpose of these interviews is to verify the implementation of the ship's management system, not to test the technical knowledge of individuals. It may be necessary to revisit different areas of the ship to verify information. Note the name and rank of each officer interviewed and check their certification.
Let's just assume the scenario that's the same as in hand tonight. Can you just talk me through the checklist as it is?
Yes. We'll start off with the more basic checks. Start stations tick. We keep a dictaphone tape of what we do as we work through the checklist program.
Offer your interviewee an event or situation. Compare his description with the company's written procedures. How closely do they tally?
So look at the chart, the departure.
When checking chart entries, remember to check the chart itself. Has it been corrected to date?
Keith, can you now show me the last set of entries that you made in your deck logbook?
Yes, logbook here.
I'm very interested in that.
Examine the ship's log and verify some of the last set entries.
Entries that are here with regard to us coming to standby load, which is for embarking to land, and then we run off through. So, okay.
Ask to see the relevant publications and supplements and check that all are up to date. Is there a valid deviation cut for the compass? Has the compass been checked? And if so, how often? Examine the ship's plans, the deck layouts, and fire control plans. Have the originals been dated and duly authorized? Although the content of these interviews will differ with each department, the basic structure remains the same. The auditor is seeking to establish that properly constituted procedures are in place governing the vessel's operation. He is also verifying that ship staff are familiar with these procedures and are competent to discharge their assigned responsibilities. Audit notes provide a useful aide-memoire. Auditors can't be expected to know the details of every operation, but guard against making the audit a document check. It's essential to verify that procedures are being put into practice. The auditor's findings should be reported in accordance with Lloyd's Register's audit procedures. Non-conformity notes must clearly state the extent of any problems to ensure that practical corrective action is taken.
The audit was conducted against the requirements of the International Safety Management Code. It's covered all the aspects of the code, however, it's only looked at a representative sample of the system. Thus,
On completion of the audit, all findings should be reported to the master and all available senior officers. If there are any problems, the master should be in no doubt about the nature and extent of them before the auditor leaves the ship.
your own company procedure number ISM CODE 9, issue 2, requires course and manoeuvring records to be kept as enclosures of the logbook. However, in actual practice, no such records have been kept since the 31st of October 1994. So we're now asking you to sign the agreement of the statement made here.
The ISM code can only be effective if it is applied in a consistent and proper manner. register continues to play a leading role in ensuring the safety of life at sea.
At the end of the day, we all want our children to feel worthy, to feel like they are seen, that they matter. How can we do that except through a deeply connected relationship? And in order for that relationship to be connected, it cannot be filled with the parent's ego. It's not easy to just connect to a being you've never met before. You have to learn some skills, and that's why I do the work I do, to teach the skills to connect to your children. You change from your mentality of wanting to control your kid to wanting to connect to your kid. And I think that's a fundamental difference between traditional parenting and conscious parenting. Traditional parenting is about fixing the kid, producing the kid, creating this masterpiece. And conscious parenting is always about connection before correction.
By the end of this class, you're going to learn some incredible concepts. And these concepts make me uncomfortable at first, but they make me a better parent, and they really help with a better bond between me and my child.